everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Hannah Faye. So I found these god-awful Sonic and Knuckles themed controllers. They're for the Xbox One. This was done as a promotion for the new Sonic and Knuckles movie. It was a collab between, who made Sonic? Paramount Pictures and Xbox, and they did this as a giveaway. I wish they hadn't. When I look at this picture, I can imagine how it feels in my hands. I'm on this medication that causes my hands to actually sweat a decent amount. Like it never happened before I took the medication, but like if I'm holding a controller or something, like my hands do kind of get a little sweaty and it's kind of gross, but like it's not profuse. But anyway, all I can imagine is like sweaty hands holding a furry controller. It would feel weird to begin with, but it would probably, if I had it, it would probably get all matted and gross because of all the sweat. My hands are like almost sweating just thinking about it. That's why I've been holding them here like this, because
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
Here we have a custom N64 controller. They took two controllers, chopped the right half of one off, the left half of the other, and connected it in the middle. Very impressed by how seamless they made this. This is very smooth. It actually looks like it was made this way. The only thing I can figure as to why they wanted to do this is maybe, you know, like on Xbox or PlayStation, you can use one joystick for the camera controls and one to actually move around, and maybe they got sick of using the C or the D pads for the camera controls. I don't know. This is crazy, but it's almost like a longer GameCube controller now. Speaking of GameCube controllers, here's this absolute terror. So this is a fan-made controller and it's based on Jigglypuff, which you might have noticed from the swoop. Jigglypuff is adorable. One of my favorite Pokemon just based on its cuteness alone. But this is the thing of nightmares. It's giving me Peppa Pig vibes with both the eyes on one side. Nightmare fuel right here. Oh my gosh, here's another custom N64 controller. I don't think this is an actual functional controller. I believe that this is made out of clay. Thank God, because I would not want to use this controller. I wouldn't want to touch those eyeballs, and the D-pad is teeth, and the joystick is a nipple? I might have to censor this, I don't know. It'd be really next level if it was interactive, like the eyeballs squished and blinked when you touched them. Looking at these controllers, I can like imagine what they feel like in my hand. And if this one's made out of clay, it's not that bad, but I'm imagining a flesh sensation. A fleshy, squishy, soft sensation, and that is just so gross. Ugh. Here we have someone who has modded their Xbox console into a controller. I'm assuming they just gut out the console parts, and then you just hook up the buttons and the joystick. Don't know what the purpose of this would be. I don't know what game this was used for, but this is definitely creative. It would be a little big for me though, you know, a whole console. Here's another box-made controller. This one, I wish I could see a little better because this actually looks pretty darn cool. It looks like the controller is, like if you just rip back more of that box, you're gonna find more and more controller, although that's probably not true, but that's the impression that I get. This looks really cool. I hope that was a brand new pizza box. I'm assuming it was, because otherwise that would be a very greasy controller, because Papa John's has some of the greasiest pizza and I enjoy it, but that would be disgusting. Okay, this looks a lot like the previous controller. You know, it has 8 buttons and a joystick. Like, I don't know what kind of games you would play. I'm assuming some sort of like arcade game. I don't know. I could be wrong. If you know, let me know in the comments. The design is really nice. It looks like it's got like this honeycomb pattern in the background, and then the blue and the yellow and the buttons and everything. It just looks like it's really nice, like good materials, like good quality. So again, this one is cursed because automatically I'm like, ew, that's a greasy controller, even though it's probably not. But realistically, I'm gonna give this guy so many points for creativity. Oh God. Well, this one was made by someone who might not ever leave their room. This is the most cursed thing I've ever seen. Okay, first of all, so many keys are missing, which, you know, you might be thinking, well, if it's dedicated for gaming, you don't need all the laptop keys. That's fine. He's got the major ones that you would use for gaming. They're in wrong positions. Look at this. This is like a normal QWERTY layout keyboard, but instead he's laid it out as Kyrie. The H is where the J is where the G should be. This is a mess. Okay, so keys aside, it also looks like it's being held together by, is that painter's tape and masking tape? Painter's tape is like the worst tape of any tape. And then not to mention the fact that it's covered in anime girls. Do we really need to explain why that's cringe? She's the cutest. Oh God, this is also disturbing. And look, it's using the same layout as the Xbox and the Pizza Box controller, except for this one has 3 buttons and then a joystick. I have many questions, and the biggest one is why. Second, I want to know who. Also, I would like to know when. The things in the background kind of make it look a little bit dated, so I'm assuming that this might be one of those pictures that's been floating around the internet for a while. But I'm mostly concerned with why. Someone thought this idea up in their head, and then they went out and they gathered the materials being a female mannequin bust, and then they carried out their plan, and as if that wasn't far enough, they took a picture of it and posted it on the internet. I feel like this one and the last controller were made by someone who's never touched a woman, but desperately wants to. This just makes me really uncomfortable. That is all that I can stomach for today. I also found a lot of controllers filled with beans. That must have been a trend a few years back that I'm honestly really glad I missed, and I'm not gonna show any pictures because it made me very uncomfortable. So we'll just end it there. I hope these pictures didn't make you too uncomfortable because honestly, my hands feel weird. Like I feel like I need to go wash them. So I'm gonna do that. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.